Welcome back. Okay, we're gonna play a game of pop percentages, but first, we got a teleprompter
We were
bonus.
so good.
We were so good.
We were so good. He said, let's do it again.
Let's do it again. So this came together during our graveyard dessert segment.
'Kay.
So I'm guessing it's gonna be a lot of G's.
I think so,
Graveyard
too.
ghouls, maybe.
Yeah.
We're gonna tap on in. I'll start this one.
You start? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. All right, are you doing it for me? Are you running prompter? Okay, bonus, here we go. Oh, okay.
Oh, come on.
Jake was offered a job which required joining a jovial film crew as they jaunted through a jungle.
He had no dream of delving into the endeavor so drastically different from daily duties, ditching his wife and dogs for dark, dangerous, disparate destinations. What about the clads of carnivorous creatures and the charades of what is that?
Conniving
critters with communicable conditions. Come on, Jake.
The complexity of the cacophonous, confounding conditions created a caricature of complete catastrophe. The proposition wasn't promising to pursue, and so the producer promptly proposed staying put in his previous position.
Okay, that wasn't bad.
Those C's, half those words again.
It wasn't even the.
I don't know.
I don't know what they were.
The cacophonous, disparate.
Yeah, I think some words that were probably pretty easy I still couldn't say. But.
Yeah. So there we go. Let's think about.
Yeah. Thank you, Jake, for trying again, but we prevailed.
For the most part.
Yeah,
we
I
prevailed.
think that would have been maybe a two-take wonder.
Bree and Maddie bit the bullet and marvelously manifested something. Winning.
Period.
More money. There we go. Okay.
Period.
Now let's get to pop percentages. The way we play this is basically we are posed like how many kids wear socks to bed, and we try to guess the percentage. Pretty easy. Play along at home if you'd like.
Yeah.
All right. First percentage. Let's see.
Pop. There we go.
Okay, pop percentages. What percentage of people have never eaten brunch? Well, I would say the entire population of 20-something-year-olds in LA, definitely not a part of this group. Brunch is where it's at.
33.
You're gonna say 33. What percentage of people have never eaten brunch? Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit lower and say like 15%.
Okay.
What are we looking at? We're looking at 15%.
Wow.
How did I get that?
That's really good. You got it on the money.
Dang. Okay.
That's pretty good.
Pat myself on the back. Okay, what percentage of people have tried to talk police officers out of a ticket or arrest? I'm not gonna say anything.
Well, so what we do initially when we're doing this game, let's think of, have we done it? And that's the percentage.
I plead the fifth?
Yeah.
I think the percentage is high, because talking your way out of a speeding ticket, I feel a lot of people at least give it a try.
Yes. But then there's so many people with high anxiety that don't even want to deal with that. So they just
That was me
crying.
recently. I got a speeding ticket.
Whoops.
I didn't even try to talk. I was like, yep.
Here, yeah, I know. I'm not even gonna fight you on it. But I'm going. Are you going above 50, or do we want to do this together?
Yeah, but let's try it together.
Okay.
I think let's go above 50. Might be. Well, that's a good chunk of people.
I'm getting.
Let's meander close to 50, but under.
49 or 48.
49.
Okay.
49% of people.
Okay.
What is it?
Oh!
Oh! Had we just taken 11 off?
We were close. That was
Okay.
close.
Hey, to the 38%, good on you. You try. Okay, what percentage of people hate coconut? You just fell out of a coconut tree?
Yeah.
I have no idea how that stuck. Anything.
No, really. You think? That's really good. Now I'm thinking of Almond Joys.
I know.
And I'm thinking of, okay.
And then Samoas for Girl Scout cookies.
I know a lot of people don't like coconut, though.
I know.
But I don't know if it's, okay, let's start again, over under 50%.
Okay.
I feel like we're under 50.
I think we're under 50 as well. We're sitting in the 20s.
I was gonna say like, let's say like 29.
Okay.
Or do we say like 37? How high? I mean, what do we think? I think there's a lot of people out there that hate coconut.
Let's go 37.
All right, let's just see.
37%. Calling it.
Oh, okay, but we would have been closer to 29.
I know,
okay,
but that's okay. I
getting
like the way you're thinking, because we're getting
closer
in the
to it.
ballpark.
Yes. We got a good strategy.
What percentage of people never RSVP to weddings they plan to attend? First rule of thumb, always RSVP.
Yeah.
Make sure you put your name on the RSVP.
If not, you will get a bill.
Yeah.
Like, it's as simple as that. I think we need to start like Venmoing.
Yeah.
Venmo requesting. If you didn't show up, then that's what you know.
you go.
And don't text people the morning of their wedding saying, I can't make it.
I got 4 text messages
That's
the day of my
crazy.
wedding. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't make it.
It's not about you.
And you had time to plan this. Anyways, I digress. Okay.
Yeah, we will digress.
What
on that.
percentage of people never RSVP to weddings? I'm gonna say it's over 50%.
You think?
Too
Okay.
many people do it.
You think? I do think that there's enough people out there that feel the way we do, though.
Yeah.
But have you ever done this?
No, I always RSVP.
Yeah. Okay. And show up.
Always,
Yeah.
and I show up. And I mark what I want to eat if it's on the card. No guessing with me.
No guessing.
Okay,
Never
if
RSVP
we want to
a day
split up on this one, I'm gonna go above 50%.
Okay. I'll go. Let's split up.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 33.
33%. I'm gonna go with 52% of people never RSVP.
Okay.
3%! Wow, okay, I was not giving anyone credit.
We're dogging all these people. There's only 3% of them.
Seriously. Okay, well, good.
That's good to know.
number.
Yeah, that's good. You're safe.
I guess my wedding
You're
was
safe
52%
for now.
that didn't respond. Okay, what percentage of people dispose of hard copy financial statements in a shredder? Here's the thing. Do you own a shredder?
I do.
I do too. My parents did too. But has it stopped? I don't know.
Do I use it? No. Do I literally take them and just rip them?
I
Yeah.
do the same. My husband's the shredder user.
Yeah.
Okay. What percentage of people dispose of hard copy financial statements in a shredder?
Here, do you want to do together again?
Let's do together.
We'll start at 50% and say if we want to go above or over.
Yeah, I want to go below.
I do too. I was thinking I was thinking high 30s, cap at 40.
I was like thinking 15 again.
Oh, you're going really? Okay.
Okay, we got 1 minute.
What about 25?
Let's do 25.
Okay.
25%.
Oh!
What in the world? Okay. All right, let's
That's why
get
this
one
game
more
is
in.
hard because you have to think outside of yourself.
Right. Okay. What percentage of people had their mouths washed out as children?
Okay, yeah, depends
I'm a
what
part of
era
it.
we're talking about because now you'd get the cops called on you, but not us 90s kids and us 80s babies?
All the soap.
Yeah.
What percentage of people had their mouths washed out as children?
I want to say 50, like up 50 and up.
Up 50.
Yeah.
Let's go 60.
Yeah.
60%. 33%. Oh
You
my
guys are
God.
lying.
Clearly.
You guys are all potty mouths.
Potty mouths, yes. Okay.